back to our beginnings.
The banks of the River Suir.
County Tipperary, Ireland.
Isn't there a Shakespearean song which refers to the young girl of the River Suir?
Carrick-on-Suir may. It had the Shakespearean scholars puzzled for centuries to try and find out what Carrick-on-Suir may meant, until they discovered it was an old Irish song, which means Colleen Og, I am a young girl, Costura may, from the banks of that River Suir.
Castles are sacked in war. Chieftains are scattered far. Truth is a fixed star, Eileen Aroon. It's true, isn't it?
It's amazing how fast it all happens. When you think that over in that dungeon there, when we were kids, the manacles were still on the wall. The patches of blood stained into the limestone. And we used to be looking at that. I mean, that's not that long ago. Terrible now to think of the damage that we did while we were playing games around this place, you know. I doubt it. But we were all trying to...
All the ladies are coming to see her. Mary the money, she's getting so funny, she won't be left out in St. Patrick's Day. She's sparing the brass for to buy a jack, ask her to bring her to Mass on a Sunday. Wallflowers, growing up so high. He had the measles, he'll never die. Call to Tommy Hagan's house, he has no relation.
Wasn't that where Anne Boleyn, Henry VIII's wife, was born?
That's right. Fellow wrote it in his essay in school. Anne Boleyn was born in the Ormond Castle in Carrick-on-Suir while her mother was on a visit to London.
You know, there was no woods on that when I was growing up. All you could see was the rock, the bare rock with the caves in it.
There was hazel trees. We used to go out there and pick hazelnuts because the fire was in our head.
But look at see the island below. Swimming out to that. We used to go down there and get a stick, steal forks out of the kitchen and tie the fork to the end of the stick. Remember walking down there and lifting the stones and you'd see the eel's head peering out from under the thing and you'd get him right behind the neck.
You cruel thing. They made a lovely supper.
We'd get a slide down. So fare thee well, my own true love. This is the town of Carrick-on-Suir in Tipperary that we bid our farewells to so many years ago.
But that was down where we've come from was the north gate of the town. This is where we were all born.
I was born in that room up there. I don't know where the rest of you
I was born in that room there.
And I'm told I was born in the front room.
And of course, we used to rush out of here on Sunday mornings up to Mass. And they say the nearer the church, the more you're late for Mass. And we were always late. This is St. Nicholas's Church in St. Nicholas's Parish.
It's one of the few churches which is really realistic about passing the collection plate because you can see the dollar sign over the door. So you know what's expected when you walk in. This entire street shakes with the sound of that bell. And our lives were, to a great extent, regulated by that. Births, deaths, marriages. You always knew whether it was a man or a woman because it was
two for a woman and three for a man.
This was the center of our universe, wasn't it? This little area around here, these streets.
We were within shouting distance of our mother. That was the important thing about this area.
Of course, the important things in life happened here too. The weddings, the christenings, the
funerals.
Deaths, the funerals.
I carried many a coffin in that gate.
Well, we all
Many a relative.
We all carried our father and mother in through there. We were in here at the christenings of all our nieces and nephews.
Countless nieces.
Times, too, when this town was much wilder than it is now. I remember a fierce husband and wife fight that went all the way down the main street, across New Street, up William Street. And I remember the entire town was behind them by the time they got here. And the sergeant of the guards coming up and trying to separate them, the husband and wife. And he hit the husband a belt At which point the wife pulled up her dress and took a poker up out of her stocking and went for the guard for interfering in their love fight.
It was a great place for whipping tops.
And rolling hoops.
And then in the winter time, down the street, we'd put the water down, and it would freeze.
And the night would be frosty.
Have a skate.
We'd have a skate down the street. I learned to cycle a bicycle here.
Sunday mornings then after Mass, this was a great spot for pitch and toss. I remember all the lads out there with the two halfpennies on a bit of a stick, throwing them up, heads or tails.
Ahem! Ahem! My mother has gone to church. She told me not to play with you because you're in the dirt. It isn't because you're dirty, it isn't because you're clean, it's because you have the whooping cough and eat margarine.
We were a cheerful bunch of kids. This last Christmas, the three of us were back in our hometown in County Tipperary. And we went out on St. Stephen's Day with the Ram.
On the morning of St. Stephen's Day, the day after Christmas, we used to go out with a little dead bird in the holly bush. We'd dress ourselves up with our mother's clothes or any unusual clothes we could get, blacken our faces. And we had a holly bush that we'd decorate with ribbons and papers. And we'd go around to the neighbours like that, the skies, and with the dead bird in the bush, and we'd sing the wren song and collect money and they used to go, the wren, the king of all birds, St. Stephen's Day was cutting the furs. Although he was little, his honour was great. Jump up, my lads, and give us a trait. As I was going to kill and all, I met a wren upon the wall. Up on my wattle and knocked him down and brought him into Carrick-town.
Rolling, rolling, where's your nest? Is in the bush that I love best. In the tree, the holly tree, where all the boys do follow me.
Up with the kettle and down with the pan, and give us a penny to bury the rat. I followed the rat 3 miles or more, 3 miles or more, 3 miles or more. Followed the rat 3 miles or more at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have a little box under my arm, under my arm, under my arm. I have a little box under my arm, a penny or tones and do it no harm. Mrs. Matthew's a very good woman, a very good woman, a very good woman. Mrs. Matthew's a very good woman, she give us a penny to bury the rat. Penny to bury the rat, ma'am. Of course, up in Katy, County Armagh, where I was bred and buttered, as it says, well, we had we did Silent Night and Adeste Fidelis, but we also had a hymn like for all seasons. It went up the long ladder and down the short roof to hell with King Billy and God bless the Pope. If that doesn't do, we'll tear them in two and we'll send them to hell with these red, white and blue.
This is where we got our Bonine sweaters now.
Some of them anyway.
Some of them, yeah, look at them, they're beautiful.
How
are you?
Hello,
How are you?
We're marvellous in the late
The first ones came from here. Try it, come here.
Up the long ladder and down the short rope to hell with King Billy and God bless the Pope. If that doesn't do, we'll tear them in two and we'll send them to hell with his red, white and blue.
If there's a free sweater, Tommy is going to be there.
Oh, I'm never too far away, lad.
You look lovely, Tommy.
Thank you. I didn't think you cared.
We're all rigged out for Lincoln Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome back to New York the Clancy Brothers and Connie Maycomb.